So, what's the real next leap for artificial intelligence? Forget just following orders. We are on the edge of a future where robots don't just do things, they choose what to do. They're gonna learn to play reality itself, almost like it's a video game. Okay, so stick with me here, because this is where it gets wild. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? But the best way to get your head around this is, well, a dating sim. You know those games where you pick a line of dialogue to get the best reaction? Now, imagine an AI doing that, but in the real world, with real choices. And look, this isn't just some fun thought experiment. This is a fundamental shift in how AI is being built. So let's get into the nuts and bolts. How does a machine even begin to play reality? It all kicks off with something you've almost definitely seen online. You know, these incredible AI models that can spin up a video from just a few words of text. We've all been thinking of them as the next cool creative tool, but it turns out their real revolutionary purpose has been hiding in plain sight. And this is where the big twist comes in. The real light bulb moment happens when you flip the script. So what if, instead of making these videos for us to watch, the AI starts making them for itself? What if it uses this tech to imagine its own future, to literally see what happens next based on what it might do? So how in the world does that actually work? Well, it all comes together in what you can only really call machine daydreaming. It's a way for an AI to see the future, its own future, before it ever happens. Okay, the building block for all of this is a really cool concept from Google and DeepMind. It's actually patented, and it's called inner monologue. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the AI's internal thought process. So when it sees something, it doesn't just see a bunch of pixels. It actually translates that scene into language, into a simple sentence that says, okay, this is what's going on. All right, to make this super clear, let's just walk through a scenario. Picture this. A Tesla Optimus robot is on the factory floor doing its thing. An engineer walks up, makes eye contact, and gives a little wave. So what happens inside that robot's head? It breaks down into this really elegant three-step process. Step 1, that inner monologue kicks in and generates some text options. You know, simple stuff like option A, wave back. Option B, ignore the human. Then step 2, the AI's imagination engine, that video generator, creates a quick little video clip for each of those options, showing what would probably happen. And finally, step 3, it just looks at those videos and picks the one with the best outcome. Simple as that. So, in its own digital mind's eye, the robot literally watches these little futures play out. It sees that waving back gets a smile. It sees that ignoring the engineer leads to an awkward moment. And, well, reacting badly leads to someone hitting the big red button. The best choice becomes totally obvious. And think about this. It's not following some rigid, pre-programmed script. It's choosing the best ending to its own tiny, real-time story. Okay, so this is the really critical takeaway. This is so much more than just clever coding. What we're actually looking at here are the first real building blocks of something way more profound. We're talking about the birth of machine intuition. I mean, stop and think about it. What is human intuition, really? It's just our brain running super fast simulations based on everything we've ever experienced, right? It's that gut feeling that tells you, yeah, probably don't tell that joke right now. This AI system is doing the exact same thing. The only difference is its experience is a giant pile of data, and its gut feeling is an actual video it can watch. And what's really wild is that this whole system is built to get better fast. Like exponentially fast. As the AI models get smarter, the robot's social judgment gets better. As the computer chips get faster, those simulations become almost instant. And here's the kicker. Each one of those improvements feeds the other, creating this incredible feedback loop of accelerating skill. Which brings us to the end game. Why are companies pouring billions into this? What's the grand vision here? Because let's be clear, this isn't just about making one robot in one factory a little friendlier. This is about a whole new vision for all physical AI. And this right here is why someone like Elon Musk absolutely needs xAI's Grok Imagine. It's not just some fun video generator to compete with the others. For them, it's the final piece of the puzzle. It is the core tech they need to make a world full of physical AIs actually work, to let them navigate our messy, complicated human world. The ultimate goal, when you boil it all down, is both incredibly simple and absolutely mind-bending. It is about giving every machine an imagination engine. That's it. Giving it the power to not just see what's happening now, but to dream up what could happen next and then choose the best dream. Now just try to imagine that at scale. An entire ecosystem of these things. Every Optimus robot in a factory, every Tesla on the road, every single autonomous system out there, all running countless little future simulations in parallel, all the time. Each one, from moment to moment, picking the path that leads to the best possible outcome. You know, for so long, we've been talking about building AI as, well, building better tools, a better shovel, a better calculator. But this forces us to ask a totally different question. When a machine can imagine and run simulations and make choices based on its own little daydreams, are we still just building a tool, or are we accidentally building a mind? And that really just leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. As we stand here right at the beginning of this new era of machine imagination, you have to ask yourself, when these machines start dreaming about the future, are we even in those dreams?